Welcome to Pure Fuckery, the podcast. I am your host, Dr. Monique Ross. In today's episode, I am joined by a special guest co-host, one of my best friends, my sis. We got Joe in the building. Say what's up?
What's up? I'm here on the podcast. We got your infamous Joe Mitchell. I'm here.
She's here. All right, y'all. So in today's episode, the topic is going to be divorce. We have both been divorced. We both had our fair share of relationships, ups and downs in relationships, and divorces. Joe, you want to kick off the conversation and talk about your experience with divorce? Tell the people, and let me give y'all a little more insight on who this is. Like, we came up together. We played ball together. We used to hoop, ball out. I'm talking ball out together. It's like one of my closest friends, my sis. Like I said, we grew up together. We got years in this bitch. Plenty of years. And after high school, she went off. She played ball away at college. You know, y'all know me. I got knocked up. I already told y'all that. I got knocked up and had my oldest. And I ain't gonna say it destroyed my hoop dreams, but, you know, it just put me on a completely different path in life. But I'm gonna kick the conversation over to Joe. I'm gonna give her the microphone and let her say whatever she wants to say. Here she go.
Give me the mic.
Here she go. I knew this was a good idea. I'm just fucking
But
with you.
every time we link up, it's epic, right?
It's all love, B. It's all love.
Like she said, I'm Joe. This like 20 plus years. 20 plus years with her, the homegirl, Peb, who was on here recently, D, and like Antonio, we all go back. But just to piggyback on the topic today of divorce. So I'm versatile. I had the luxury of being married to a man and a woman. And some people say it's just all the same. Some people say it's different. The only thing that's the common denominator is the person that's been married to a man and a woman.
Right.
So that's me.
That's her.
Sometimes you learn from relationships and then you move on and you feel like, oh, I left that in the past. But then sometimes you face with the same adversary, like, damn, I just went through this in my previous and here I am going through it with my present, you know?
Right.
But then you have to reflect on self. You know, divorce is a serious thing, especially when you have kids involved. Because we as parents as an adults, we feel like this is ultimately my decision.
Right.
Technically, it's a family's decision.
Right.
Sometimes the family is within a household. Sometimes the family is outside of the household.
Right.
And it depends on those parties that are involved. So, with the first topic of divorce, what is it that you want to know?
So, I mean, I know everything. You talking
know
at this
everything.
point. I know enough at this point. You talking to the people. You talking to the fuckers out there. So, like she said, she's had the luxury of being married to a man and a woman. Tell the people. So, you got married to your husband. Talk about your marriage to your husband. Dissect the whole.
Let's dissect that. So, I was fresh home from college. You know, I met my daughter's father, my husband, who later on became my husband. So I was married to him about 10. We was together 10 plus years. We were married for about good 7. So with that relationship, it came with some different adversaries. It was like the root cause analysis, as I refer to.
Here you go.
Yeah.
She always on some philosophical bullshit, y'all. That's why we click, because I'm always on some philosophical bullshit. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, carry on. So the root cause analysis to this is that I was faced with some adversary, and it came down to 5 years into a relationship. Should I let it go because he caught a charge? Should I walk away because that charge is going to carry too much time? Or should I dignify my relationship by uniting that relationship to create a more powerful bond? Because on another note, just to go left a little bit, when someone is doing time, their mental is not intact. they thinking all over the place. So just to secure that bond and what it was built on before we was faced with the adversary, we got married.
Right.
You know, and we planned our daughter. We had always planned our daughter for later in the years, but we planned our daughter. We created our daughter. You know, he left for like 7.5 years.
Okay.
So he never did experience the things that a marriage should experience. So from that, positive became a negative.
Okay.
It tore our foundation.
Right.
Because those years I was a single mother, although I said I do.
Right.
You know, and that was the hardest thing that tore my core down, to make it to the point of it was no return from that, other than to say, let me sever ties, let him finish what he's doing over here, even though he had a bid to do.
So you divorced him while y'all divorced while he was like still
well,
down.
It was a curveball thrown, you know, Mo. He ended up, because due to my career, I couldn't travel as much.
Right.
So he basically based that whole relationship on, you not coming to visit me. But I made sure his books was fat. You know, I made sure that every time he called, I answered. I made sure he missed no letters, no cards, no holidays. And I did visit, but not as much as he wanted.
Right.
So he found a lady that would. So
them prison pen pals. I thought about getting me a prison pen pal. Hey,
they do whatever you want.
When they come out, you know, they got somewhere to go. I thought about getting a prison pen pal, but I ain't that hard up at this point, so I ain't got a prison pen pal. But anyway, I mean to cut you off, but
you know, you too much with that. You too much. This is my dog. She ain't got that far, but she thought.
I thought about it, but I ain't that hard up at this point. Like, if it gets to that point, then you know, I've had conversations with the homegirls on, like, you know, we can go to get us a prison pen pal, go down to the fucking homeless shelter. But you know, the problem with that shit is, you fix these motherfuckers up, you go down to the homeless shelter, get you a motherfucker that's, you know, you see the potential in, and you take them home and fix them up, and then for you, and then they do you dirty and go find, you know what I'm saying, after they done used you up and you done fixed them up and got them back on their feet and shit, built the confidence up, then they go out and next thing you know, they smiling in the next motherfucker face. But anyway, I just had to throw that carry on.
That's, you know, he felt like his needs and wants wasn't met.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good dude. Ultimately, you know, he felt like at that moment in time he made a conscientious decision that his needs and wants wasn't met by his wife, who said I do. You know, I had to make a choice too. I had to either figure out what I want to do, be at his beck and call, or be at my daughter's beck and call.
Right. And
being at my daughter's beck and call meant that I couldn't jeopardize nothing that I was doing.
Right.
You know, I had to make sure that, because a parent, and because I see a lot of single fathers now too, so I'm not just going to say a single mother.
Right.
But as a single parent, a real parent gonna make sure that the household and the child is taken care of. And that's basically was ultimately what I was doing, but he didn't see that way. So he found him a pen pal, that prison pen pal that you was talking about. And, you know, she's not a bad woman either. She stood on that, you know. Did what she had to do. I thought it was just false pretense, built on false pretense.
Right.
And I was like, hey, look, bawled my eyes out. Was like, hey, let's reconcile. I'm your wife. I'm wearing your last name.
Right.
You know. He thought about it, and then he thought about his current situation. Evidently, he was like, So he went to the left instead of staying right. You know what I mean?
But let me ask you this. And we can scratch this out, Jeremiah. We can scratch this part off if she don't want me to say it or whatever. If it's something that you don't want to go through, just
let's go.
Say, Jeremiah, take that out. But so let me ask you this: you said early on you were married to a man and you were married to a woman. Do you feel like, and this ain't no coming out episode or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what it is. And I ain't putting you on Front Street.
Never on Front.
But do you think the decision was made to, you were okay with letting that go with your husband because you ultimately knew that like you ultimately knew that he wasn't what you wanted, that ain't what you really wanted?
Okay, so crossing over to that thought, I wouldn't be human to even question the decisions that I made.
Okay.
You know, we was from two different lanes, like 2 different lanes. But you know, they say opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, what he did for a profession and who he was definitely 2 different people.
Okay.
So, but meeting him at a young age and progressing on, I did surpass him. I feel like
mentally.
Yeah, and that we were growing separately.
Okay.
You know, instead of growing together. Even though, like, I did consider, like, okay, well, we probably can do, like you said, we gonna fix the mug up. We gonna do what we need to do. We gonna mold this person to be who we need them to be. Because people do learn. All they need is a little nudge.
But you can't change a motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying.
You can't change mannerisms. You're
someone will argue that, you know what I'm saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. On one hand, if that person is willing to learn and grow, you can't, and they're willing to learn from you. You can teach an old dog new tricks, but on the other hand, you got motherfuckers that sit in their ways. They are who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So.
You're right.
You can't change them in certain aspects. You know what I'm saying?
And that is facts, because some ways I couldn't change him because he looked at money as power, and power. Mm-hmm. Having power was everything. So as long as this little lady was running down there, making sure visits and money stack, all that type of shit, like she did what she had to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she did what she had to do to secure her end. And as long as she secured her end, he was secured.
Right.
So that was the falling apart of that marriage. But did he really want to go that route? I don't think so.
Did you really? You didn't really want to go that route?
I didn't want to go that route because I cried even knowing after the fact. I said I want to try to rebuild where it was torn down, where the foundation was fragile.
Right.
I wanted to grow and learn from that, and wanted my daughter to mimic what I mimic.
Right.
Meaning that my parents were together 40 years inside a household. But sometimes, you know, you come from that, don't mean that that's what you're going to have.
Right.
So move fast forward to being divorced, married and divorced to a woman.
Okay, so let's kind of catch the people.
Yeah.
So she was married to a man. She got divorced from him after he, you know, he had to go do a stint. And then you meet your wife. And I would say your first wife, but you married her twice.
Yeah.
So she married her wife twice. So the first time, get him some insight on the first time, and then how it ended up in divorce, and then how you married her a second time, and then ended up in divorce ultimately again.
I was separated from my ex for...
We talking about the husband?
Yeah, the husband.
Okay.
And divorce. For probably about 3-4 years.
Okay.
So I was single for that amount of time, and I was kicking. I was doing me. Just a little background. I'm not afraid to share. I want to educate too, because a lot of people may judge me off this whole situation.
Fuck what people think.
And that's the fuckery. That's the fuckery. But I gotta learn it.
Right. Exactly.
Just never turn your back on your people, regardless of what situation they're in. They may need help. It doesn't depict or change what they're going through, but the best part to change is just to show your support.
Right.
Anyway, so moving forward, you know, I met my ex. And we kicked it. We kicked it live and living color. Kicked it like a motherfucker. And, you know, shit. One thing led to another. She was serious, you know, like, let's do this. You know, Mo. Then, you know, we got married. Living a life. And things, here come the curveball. Curveball came with change mentally and physically. The physical capacity overtook the mental capacity. And the person felt like, this ain't who they are, this ain't what they want, let me move. And I'm not talking about being in a lifestyle, I'm talking about physical presence.
Right.
So if you gain weight, lose weight abundantly, like abundance of weight, or gain abundance of weight, it's going to change your mentality. Because you look in the mirror, And your eyes can't lie. Sometimes your eyes can't lie.
Right.
And that took over the mental capacity.
Right. So what you saying basically is, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker was, and no disrespect to the ex-wife, you know, she cool peoples with me. I ain't got no beef. But, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker, she was bigger. Then she lost a shit ton of weight. And basically, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers became, you know, like, I'm
extraterrestrial
like,
type of person.
I'm
like
shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it be like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucking confidence level go up when you reach them weight goals.
You reach that pivotal moment, that peak, that pivotal moment in your life that you always dreamed that you could be, and you reach that mo.
Right.
Just imagine being a millionaire.
Look, I ain't a millionaire, but I didn't reach that pivotal moment in my life where I was smelling my motherfucker. What your mama say?
Smelling yourself.
You smelling yourself. I done had moments where I was
shit
smelling
never
myself.
smelled so good
Right,
till you
know
reach
what I'm
that
saying?
moment.
And here's the thing. We don't knock, like, you supposed to feel yourself. You supposed to fuck with yourself the hardest. And I'm going to tell you how much I fuck with myself. If I could run across the beach into my own arms, bitch, I would.
See, that's confidence.
That's how hard I fuck with
confidence.
myself. You supposed to fuck, like, if you don't rock with you, who gonna rock with you?
It's a whole vibe. A whole vibe. You know, that you lose that weight, you lose your mind. You know, I know that you was trying to explain something, but shit, you lose your whole mind.
Right.
You become outside of yourself, and it changes you.
Right.
You know, it changes the whole shit. Damn it, it changed the whole trajectory of our life for a minute. Right. You know what I mean? We standing left, but going right, fucking up some shit. And then it went down Doom's Road.
Went down Doom's Road. So you ain't got to tell the people all your business, but tell them, you know, what was the first, why did y'all get divorced the first time, Joe?
Well, okay. We aired some dirty laundry. Don't call me Kelly. Don't call me Kelly, but so
hey, it's pure fuckery. Let
the fuckers know what the fuckers want to know. Okay. That's where we at then. Just on some honesty type shit. The shit wasn't no the marriage wasn't covered in a white picket fence. It
never is. That shit is work, you know.
Yeah, but work. You know, some people make it look easier than others, and it could be the chemistry of the two people. Right. So our chemistry fell off where it came into some mental play, and it kind of broke from the top to the bottom of the foundation. Right. And from that aspect, it led to we at each other's throat. You know, we fighting and shit like that, verbally and physically, and she left. And when she left me with everything. She left me with the house, you know, the dogs, you know. And we did split some stuff down the middle too, you know. Right. We split down the middle what was necessary because we had kids involved. But we also knew, us being role models, that we could not live our life together and display that type of behavior. And we have adolescents watching, learning, right, and could potentially pick up on things.
Yeah, and that shit right there, like when it's kids involved, like I remember when me and Dee went through our divorce. You know what I'm saying? It was just a fucked up situation all the way around. But at the end of the day, I had to make a fucking conscious decision and decide that this is not the example I want to set for my kids. And that's what I told him that last time. You know, Dee had moved out the house multiple times over the, you know, the course of the last 2 years of our marriage. And the last time he came home, I said, you know, I want you here. You know, or anybody that knew me and Dee, I probably told you this multiple times back then. Like, he ain't leaving me, I ain't leaving him. Like, it was a forever type thing.
Y'all shit was like Cinderella. Like, that shit was beautiful.
And that's on the outside looking in. Yeah. You never know what the fuck is going on behind, within them four walls. And from the outside looking in, like, I remember, you know what I'm saying, our shit was dope. Motherfuckers, like, we were the goals. We were the couple goals. And the guy that I ended up with after me and Demond divorced, I remember when I used to rap with him about what my weekend plans and shit, and talk to him about what I had going on that weekend. I swear to God, this dude, the weekend, one of the weekends, let's cheers.
Pure fuckery.
Pure fuckery. So, the weekend before it was decided that me and D was getting divorced, I remember my ex, the guy that I ended up with after D, I remember telling him what my weekend plans was, because it was our anniversary type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked me square in my face and he said, man, I hope when I get married, you know, me and my wife can have what you and your husband have. Because on the outside looking in, we portrayed this beautiful picture. And it was, don't get me wrong, it was, minus the bullshit. It was, but you know what I'm saying, that's just how it be though. You know, you present some shit, but like, to my point, I remember when the last time I said, this not the example I want to set for those boys. Sure. We can't keep doing this shit. We can't keep showing them this shit, although we weren't showing it to the outside world, to our friends. But what was
visible was the absence.
Exactly. And with them kids, I grew up in a fucking household that was dysfunctional as fuck. It was abusive as fuck. And when I birthed my babies, I knew for a fact that they wouldn't grow up in the environment, the type of environment that I grew up in. So
that's key.
I made a conscious decision when I brought those two lives into this world. I knew for a fact the image that I wanted to present to them. I knew the foundation I wanted to set for them. And me and D, we were on the same page. We knew what we wanted until we didn't, right? You know what I'm saying? Until shit hit the fan and it wasn't what I wanted. And I still was trying to make the shit work. But what it ultimately came down to was like, this is not what I want my kids to know of us. All this fighting and bickering and arguing.
And that's real.
Then, you know what I'm saying, it got physical one time. D talked about how I threw the vase at his head and shit. And that's when I had to step back and say, Mo, this not what we doing. I'm not an abusive person. Like I said, I grew up in an abusive household. And I knew for a fact I didn't want my kids to ever witness half the shit I witnessed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you have to, when this kid's involved, you have to know and you have to make a fucking decision as an adult. You have
to exercise that.
Yes. You have to be an advocate for yourself and those fucking kids that are involved in the situation, because you don't want them to witness certain shit. You don't want them to go out into the world thinking that this is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People say love hurt. No, love is not supposed to hurt. You know what I'm saying? We talk about struggle love, how in the black community, where we as black women are put through the fucking test when it comes to our men, how they want us to jump through fucking hoops, ride it out when they go to fucking prison. They want us to deal with the cheating, the disrespect, and all this shit just to say we a ride or die. And then we reach that motherfucking point where finally this motherfucker done with his bullshit and he ready to settle down. A breaking point where you've reached your breaking point and this motherfucker know he needs to shit or get off the pot. He need to get his shit together or get off the pot, or he straight finna lose you. And then that's when motherfuckers want to step up and fix the situation and fight for the relationship. But by that point, you done drained the motherfucker. I'm drained. I'm tired of putting up with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You want me to fuck? No. I refuse. At this point, I'm 39 years old, y'all.
Strong woman.
I'll be 40. I done been through the ringer with relationships. It's a meme that says, you know, I told my homegirl I attract, ain't shit ass men. And my homegirl was like, no, you attract all men. You choose the ain't shit ass men. I'm done choosing the ain't shit ass motherfuckers. I'm done with that shit. Right. Motherfucker, you either rocking with me or you not. You know what I'm saying? All that ain't shit bullshit, you better come equipped. You better come correct. If you trying to get at me.
I'm not going to even just stress that across just a category of men, because people are people.
People are people.
Male and female. We have male and female, Mo. And You have some people who have been told, taught, they have been sold the game. Like, you have different walks of life.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, as a person, some people don't have that drive.
Yep.
So
and that
when
ambition
you, when
where
you
they want to fucking have a successful relationship.
And when you see, because certain things, you can work things out. And certain things, you just got to let the shit go. So when you see, like you say, you done choosing ain't shit ass man, motherfucker want to take the trash out, he a ain't shit ass man.
And let me double back, y'all, and make y'all understand. We're not man bashing. We're not woman bashing.
No.
I've met
at all.
I've encountered some great ass men.
Likewise,
it just
as well as
wasn't.
Hold on, and I encountered some great ass women. So it goes both ways.
But it's not about, like, I met some great ass men. It just came down to that they wasn't a motherfucking man for me. And I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Like, I don't sit up, whereas before, I didn't understand that. I didn't have that same thought process. I didn't have this thought process where, you know what I'm saying, I used to always be like on some his loss type shit. And I got motherfuckers out here that will attest to that. Like, Mo, nigga, a motherfucker fucking up. Nigga fucking up. Yeah, I said nigga. He fucking up. And I be on some your loss. And I can walk away from the situation confident in that shit. Stand in my convictions like it's his loss. But in reality, it's not his loss. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop acting like we the best motherfucking thing since sliced bread to a motherfucker. And understand that, no. It ain't about you. It just wasn't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? We all have, like, I firmly believe in soulmates, twin flames, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We meet people for a reason. Sometimes they come into our lives to teach us a lesson. Sometimes they come into our lives to be a blessing. Sometimes they come in our lives and they are our forever. And I believe in that shit. And I just haven't met the motherfucker where I feel like that's the motherfucker for me.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So when you,
because we didn't got off topic, but go ahead and answer your question.
Yeah, we gonna come back.
We gonna
bounce back to divorce, but leading up to divorce, you got to have all these elements.
Exactly.
All these elements creates a whole combustion of divorce or a marriage,
and that's how we end up in divorce. Because motherfuckers
or a friendship
jump into shit, not really fucking getting a fucking bird's eye view. No, they get a bird's eye view of the shit, but y'all need to experience the shit up close and personal. Take that time to learn a motherfucker. Pay attention to them. Observe them.
Hey, that's a message to me.
Hey, you gotta observe a motherfucker. You gotta pay attention to their likes, their dislikes, before you jump into some shit and really think that before you get to thinking, oh, this is my forever. Cause you need to know how motherfucker go act when they under pressure, when money low, when they're stressed, when shit ain't right, they lose a job. Like, all that shit plays a factor. You ever been in a relationship with a motherfucker that lost a job? Motherfuckers get down in the dumps. I didn't get down in the dumps.
Speaking on divorce, and Mo is most definitely right about that, because she, like, if you never, being with a mug and they lose everything, let me show you. Like, let me show you. You gonna stand 10 toes down? I had a motherfucker that was fragile in the whole situation of me losing everything. Fragile. Like, I wasn't finna let my family suffer, but I had a whole motherfucker that was fragile in that stress. Like, all of that led up to our divorce. You know, just getting back on topic with the married to the female. And I ain't here, like Mo said, I ain't here to bash nobody, you know, talk about nobody, none of that. We just sitting there having a casual conversation. You know what I mean? And just reality on this pure fuckery with you fuckers. Just to reiterate where you at, just in case you lost focus, this is a test. But anyway,
right here.
But anyway, that whole situation taught me a lot. So like I said, I had the luxury of being married to a man and a woman.
So you married this, she married this woman. How long were y'all married?
We was married about 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Together about 7 years.
Okay, so she married the man, got divorced, married a woman. She was single for 3 years or so. Got with this woman. They got married.
Not single, sis. I was separated.
You were separated.
Until the divorce from the husband.
Okay. Then she got remarried. And that was 4.5 years or so. And then they divorced. And you was out here doing you.
Yep. Separated. We separated, then the divorce. Out here doing me through the separation and the single life.
Right. Living
life.
Being ratchet in a motherfucker.
Hey, look. I wouldn't say ratchet, but I was educating the miseducation.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, that's my dirty. She know how we get down. Hey, I bring it all to my dog. Like, it ain't no holds bars. You know what I mean? That's how we live it. That rich spirit fuckery. Speaking to you fuckers. I want you to pay attention to this lesson.
Here she go.
Cause I will bust these knuckles if you try to test me.
Now she wanna fuck. I knew this wasn't a good idea, y'all. I knew this wasn't a good idea. But for real though.
So the luxury of marrying a man and a woman was that I married a man and a woman.
All right.
You know, I had to be the man and a woman.
No, the man and a woman in a relationship.
No, I wasn't a man and a woman. I was actually just Joe.
You was just Joe.
I was gentle.
That's what's up.
Gentle, loving.
And that's what she is, man. Joe, she full of love.
Yeah.
She bring the peace, the joy. It's always a good time with her. Like, for real. I ain't trying to convince y'all shit. This, like, don't steal my motherfucking sis. This is my home girl. We've been rocking forever. But,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She good peoples. You know what I'm saying? Whether she with a motherfucking man or a woman. But anyway, tell the people so. Y'all got divorced.
Yeah, we got divorced. We separated. We did our own thing. We seen different people, you know. Seen men. I didn't see no more men after my husband ever. So don't
you ever think you'll go back to dating men?
No.
Never?
No, I haven't been back since then.
You don't think you?
No.
Girl.
You love that.
Look, I love me some motherfucking men.
She love
men.
Yeah. And that's our platonic relationship.
Look, I talk to her about men, and I know she be like, "What the fuck?" I get to tell her about all kind of shit about motherfucking.
I don't be what the fuck because I am a woman. I know how sexy I am. If I put on a fucking swimsuit right now
this motherfucker
and
put on a dress,
pin my
and get
motherfucking
her
hair
shit together,
a man gonna come. Yeah. A man go, that like that shark on that blood. He gonna come.
I've seen him flock to her. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not about
like
that.
A red. What?
I like a long hair, thick red bone.
Hey, that's baby on her. I ain't gonna even stunt. I done seen her in dresses. I done seen her how she is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the men they fuck with her the long way. I be a little jealous. In the cut, like, what about me? No, I'm talking shit. I ain't got a jealous bone in my body at all.
I
know what's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. But anyway, so then I'm trying to get to the point. So y'all divorced. You did you for a minute.
Something drew us back together.
They drew back together,
and we actually did a marriage just with her and I and two mutual friends.
I was there. I was a mutual friend. Hey, she say, sis, I need you to stand in as a witness at the motherfucking wedding. I was there with motherfucking bells on.
She was. I'm here. Where y'all at?
Look, I'm here. Where you at? Like, y'all the motherfuckers getting married, but that's Mo. You know what I'm saying?
Mo.
I don't give a fuck what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? If I fuck with you and you call me up on some, hey, I need your support, I'm there. And I tell any motherfucker body this. Like my old assistant, I ain't gonna say his name. He ain't been fucking with me lately. I don't know what's up with that. But if he's watching, like, dude, what's up with that? I done hit your line a couple
Stop
times.
That pure fuckery.
And I ain't heard back from you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He knows that about me. Anybody knows that about me. Like, you want some, like, your family not supporting you? I'm there. Fuck your family.
I told. She don't mean that like she not trying to store no beef.
Fuck your family.
She ain't trying to
store
no
beef. But on some real shit, your family ain't there to support. I'm her. You know what I'm saying? I rap with my boys. I've asked my boys, "Are you gay?" Like I done flat out that. Hey, that's me as a parent. I done flat out asked my parents
because there's no
kids,
look.
Like
there's no look.
Yeah.
So when I first told Mo, I'm like, shit, I love women. She's like, Joe, for real.
No,
like,
you knew, Joe. She knew,
but she was like, like you just not telling me. Like she laughed at me for
you know what I'm saying? Finally,
like
motherfucker, you finally you're out. You're letting me know.
You living your truth.
I knew way back
she knew because we used to hoop together. You know what I'm saying? And exactly, we used to hoop, grew up together, we was friends, and some people say that lesbian and straight, or I'm gonna say gay, meaning gay men and straight can't be friends. That's a lie.
This is my motherfucker, y'all.
This is a lie. This is a beautiful black queen.
She never came at me sideways. She never said no slick shit. She know I beat up motherfucker ass, first of all. I will beat the bricks off her. Bitch, what? What?
She on that violent shit.
What? You, girl? Hey, I was just, before we got on camera, I was telling her about the little chick that hopped down on me a couple weeks ago at my uncle party. And, like, she sent me a message and she's like, I'm going to read y'all the message. I got to read y'all the motherfucking message, y'all. So, and if she watched this, she going to be hella offended because she did follow me on Instagram type shit. But I'm finna read y'all the message. This little dyke chick.
I'm a
I ain't even
she don't know. She said dyke. That's derogatory to my lifestyle.
My bad. You know what I'm saying? She's
But Clint Eastwood said it on mute. Dykes on spikes.
Let me find it, y'all. I gotta find it. Hold on. So this little chick, I went to my uncle's birthday party a couple weeks ago, and this little chick, she sends me this message the next morning. She says, "Hello. I know I met you last night, but you definitely took my breath away. I had been looking at you all night, and I finally built up the courage to say something to you. The way you carry yourself in conjunction with your vibe is captivating, leaving a person wanting more. I would love the opportunity to get to know you more. I know I'm younger in age, but that's simply a number. If given the opportunity, I definitely maximize it." So this little chick, she sent me this message.
Spoken.
Very well spoken. I forgot all about the night because I was lit that night. I got, like, they had the drinks flowing that night. I was good. My uncle took good care of his niece that night. Shout out to my Uncle Ren. I love you.
Cheers, Uncle Ren.
Happy belated birthday. I know I was there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had, so after the party the next morning, I wake up to this message. And I didn't even look to see who it was. I just immediately read the message. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I'm like, okay, let me see who this is sending this message. So I go to the page, the Instagram page. And I'm like, oh, man, this is baby girl from last night. Like, I don't swing that way. And I told her flat out, I was
never
like,
have.
Never have. Like, baby,
crossing back to me crossing the line.
Listen,
you know,
I love men. I love men. It ain't shit a woman can do for me but my motherfucking eyebrows, my nails, and my hair. That's it. I don't, like, other than that, I don't want no woman. Like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably can handle business, but I'm never gonna suck a dildo. I'm never
Who
gonna
ride that.
So women don't suck dildos.
That's
you got some on your face. You got some on your face.
That's exotic to me. I ain't never had the motherfucker.
Hey, I ain't sucking no dildo.
Motherfucker say suck this pussy, baby.
I ain't riding no dildo and finna pretend like it's great. I've never ridden a dildo.
So don't knock it till you try.
I ain't fucking with her. I'm just not. I've never. But back to the point. Baby girl, I was extremely flattered. And I told her I'm extremely flattered. But, you know what I'm saying? I think she been in her feelings because I kept calling her sis. And she like, why you keep calling me sis? I'm like, damn, what the fuck you want me to call you, bro? Like,
she been in her feelings and because you call her sis, so she like this.
I'm sorry for laughing like that, y'all. My
mute.
Anyway, let's get off the subject. So, let's get back on the subject. So, yeah, like, I've had women come on to me and shit, lesbians, you know what I'm saying, little stud chicks. I've plenty of them. I just can't get with it. I'm good, but
because you're not bi.
I'm not. I ain't got a bad bone in my body. Like
and that
those
women
for me.
Those women exist. They're not bi. They're straight, heterosexual. They're not lesbian. And then you have women that are strictly lesbian. You have women that are bi. You know this.
I can look at another woman and be like, damn, she beautiful.
That's
I done been out with the guy I was fucking with and like straight been like, babe, look at her ass. That ass is fat. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I'm just not.
That is being a platonic, like, you know, just a female. Like, you can give another female a compliment. Why can't we? And I give women compliments because I'm gonna tell you something. And this is the miseducation of the community too.
Heard this one because
yes, because I'm lesbian. I'm a soft stud. I'm not. Don't call me bruh. I'm not trying to be no man.
Bro.
I'm a sexy ass motherfucking woman.
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, all of that. What is her name? Nikki. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
What is it talking about?
That's what you sounded like, girl. But anyway, you know, I'm not trying to be anything of the sort, but I like women. You know, I love women.
But not me. You love me.
Listen to,
she ain't never hit on me. That's the point.
That's what I'm finna break down. So with that being said, me being a lesbian, this is one of my best friends. She's a beautiful black queen. I can touch her like this, and
I don't
it's
feel
nothing on
shivery. I don't feel like, you know, slime.
She trying to
like,
you know, I don't feel nothing either. This is my friend.
But
she has been there through the storm, the sunshine, the rain, the snow. She has been there for me. This is 20 years. I have multiple friends like that too. But as you talk to different age brackets, if somebody gives somebody a compliment, they automatically think that a person trying to holler at them. We should be able to give compliments. That's right. Going back to 2 different points of not crossing the line and being able to give a compliment.
Right.
Then you should, because if a person looks nice, they look nice.
Right.
They may have never heard it before. They may haven't heard it in 10 years. They may haven't heard it since yesterday.
Right.
You should be able to say, I should be able to say, sis, you look cute.
Thank you.
With that side ponytail.
Thank you,
You know what I mean? I should be able to say that and do that, and you don't feel like...
Don't gas me up. Yeah, I know you get to gas me up.
But, and you don't feel... But I'm just saying that you don't feel like, damn,
nah.
Her gas.
And to be honest, I ain't never in my life felt like you was trying to come at me. Like, you ain't never made me feel uncomfortable with anything or nothing you've ever said or did. Like,
if anything, like this motherfucker, she come out
shit that makes her feel uncomfortable.
I'll be like, what the hell you talking
and she be like, Mo, what the fuck? Like, I'm so inappropriate. If y'all don't know that about me, you'll learn as we continue on with pure fuckery. But yeah, I probably done made her feel uncomfortable, but never in life in like, all the years have I felt like Joe made, you know what I'm saying, like I feel away. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back on topic. So y'all got married. Y'all got divorced. So the second time they get married, I was there. I said, I'm there.
Yes.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Like I
you ain't got the support that you need. I'm your motherfucking support. You know what I'm saying? If your family, and I'm saying that to all my fuckers out there, if your family don't support you, I'll support you.
She gonna fly.
I will fly there. I will drive there. I will be there fucking as your witness. That's just the kind of person I am. That's the kind of heart that I have.
She believes in that.
You know what I'm saying? I fucks with you long way. And like I was going back, I was talking about my kids. I asked him straight flat out. I've asked my oldest son, are you gay? And he's like, no. You know what I'm saying? My youngest son, he hasn't really reached that point where, you know what I'm saying, but I've asked him where he's figured himself out. But at 12, I think that he has a sense of self, who he is as a person. And I've asked him, I'm the motherfucking mama. I'm going to be at gay pride, whatever pride, flying waving my motherfucking flag. I'm going to support my kids. You know what I'm saying?
That person.
You know, celebrity, Dwayne Wade, he called a lot of shit about his son. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree with every motherfucking thing that every step that he took after his son decided?
I feel like, Mo, you can't speak on that because me being a lesbian, like, I don't want to speak on certain things because I don't want to put a stigma on who my parents are, you know, or people, or
I'm just saying.
But
I understand where you come from. Go ahead.
You really can't speak on it because the adversary that D Wade is faced with, and being a lesbian,
in the public image, the way that he is.
Yeah, being a lesbian too, like.
You
don't care what the child is going through. I still want to be there. I don't want this child to feel alone because in a gay society, suicidal rates are high.
Right.
So
I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, I'm saying is, I probably went left.
Yeah, you went left. Cause hey, I agree with him supporting his kid. I just feel like at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? And perhaps this kid, he knows who he is as a person. He knows what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Where he knows his future. But as far as everything, like putting it out to the public and the way that he's handling certain shit, I don't know that I will handle it the same way. But like I said, I have a 20-year-old. He's sure, he's secure of himself. He knows he's not gay. I have a 12-year-old who's sure, who's secure of himself. He knows he's not gay. But in the event that something changes down the road where they decide, hey, I do like men. My point is, I'm there. People need to understand, a motherfucker's sexual preference has absolutely nothing to do with who they are as a person.
That's true.
What makes them up, their character. I'm not concerned with when you go to bed at night, who you screwing.
That's true.
Whether you taking it in the back door or the other way.
That's true.
That's not my concern. I'm concerned with your character. How you treat people.
That's
how true. I can depend on you as a friend. Are you there? Are you respectful? Are you mannerable? I don't give a fuck what you do behind your closed doors. And that's what people need to understand.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
why are you
right
worried about? Like, that's just one part of who I am as a person. My sexual preference. That's just one. That just makes up one fucking part of who I am.
And who put that stigma on homosexuals?
Society. Exactly. Fuck society. Fuck politics.
Shit, we go a whole direction with that.
We not gonna get off into it now. We ain't gonna get off into it. Anyway, so you got married, remarried again, and then y'all was married for how long? How long did the second marriage to her wife last? She married a motherfucker twice. Nigga, was you not sure? I ain't married a motherfucker twice. If I marry you and divorce you,
it's over.
I'm not like, and that's look.
Shit.
It's good.
Fuckers.
It's good.
Fuckers.
I tell my fucking family when they get on me about D and me and us getting back together. I ain't married a motherfucker twice. No, it didn't work the first time. I'm not finna set myself up for failure a second time around. But continue. Look, hey, I was there. I supported live and living motherfucking color.
She supported. Hey, look, I can't speak on, the travel too, but we did get married a second time. The second time was going to be hey, look. It's a
forever type thing. It's a forever type thing.
Just speaking on an ex-wife, like, she was like, shit, that ain't really what she wanted to do, but she did it out of spite of the divorce. But, hey, it is what it is. Hey, settle. We did get married a second time. But, we did shit a little different. We tried to treat the marriage a little different.
Right.
And it just wasn't happening. We experienced the same trials and tribulation. To go back to being married to a man and a woman, that was luxury. And some people be like, oh, shit, if I was married to a woman, it'd be different. If I was married to only him, this would be different. But sometimes the common denominator is yourself.
Hey, she said that early on. I've told that shit to my sister. When you constantly have failed relationship after failed relationship, or whatever the situation. It don't necessarily have to be a relationship. It can be anything within work, within your family. When it's constant bullshit, constant failure, you have to take a step aside and say, who's the common denominator in the motherfucking factor?
Pause. Leading with that, the common denominator can be the two people, but what we don't pay attention to is what has rubbed off, or what mannerisms we picked up on.
Right.
To destroy our next relationship.
Right.
And with that being said, like, and I'm speaking from truth now. The truth of the matter is that I'm in a new relationship now.
Okay.
And I look at certain mannerisms.
Are you you're with a woman or a man?
I'm with the woman. I'm always
She's
with
with
a woman.
the woman now. I know that, but I just wanted you to
clarify, you know.
Right.
But I'm with the woman, and certain issues have arrived that has arisen in my previous male and female relationship, and it's like, okay, you thought they was the problem. So now what are you going to do to fix the problem? Because you are the problem.
Right.
And you know, and those situations has led to divorce, which is the topic of today. So now I'm at a stage in my life now of rectifying the pieces that are broken within myself.
Right.
That has led to divorce.
Right. And you have to fucking come full circle and take a look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe I'm part of the motherfucking problem. Right?
As much as we don't want to admit.
As bad as we don't want to admit that we sometimes are the fucking problem. And I told like I say it all the time, I'm fixing myself because sometimes I am the fucking problem.
Hey, that is such a big person.
People don't fucking get that. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand. Like, we walk around like we're mightier than thou. We act like our shit don't stink. Like we're perfection. You know what I'm saying? I tell a motherfucker quick, I'm perfect. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm perfect. But I also know that I'm sometimes the motherfucking problem. And I've accepted that part of me. Yes. I've owned that part of me. I've embraced that part of me.
Corona mask on sometimes.
Sometimes we are the fucking problem.
We are contagious.
Sometimes this motherfucker to put the mask on.
Sometimes
contagious. We are. And we don't even, people, until you fucking recognize that, you'll never understand certain situations. You'll never be able to understand and wrap your mind around the whys, the who's, the where's. And you know what I'm saying? You have to fucking, sometimes we have to take a step aside of ourselves. Step off our high horse, put the bullshit aside, and really accept the fact that, hey, I always say, it's not me, it's you. We sometimes need to say, it's me, not you. You know what I'm saying? And I realize it about myself. Like, it has been me. You know what I'm saying? I have family members that come at me the long way. They've been coming at me hard for the last couple weeks on some, Mo, this is why you're single. Fuck that. And that's what I said. Fuck that. That ain't got shit. But I am. And I'm just to give y'all some insight as to, you know what I'm saying, some of the reasons. I'm hella picky. I'm mean. I don't give nobody a chance. I immediately cut motherfuckers off for one little mistake. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad shitty. I am. All these things.
So you saying you're an asshole?
I can be an asshole, but that's not why I'm single.
What you said.
I'm single by choice.
Because she's a Sagittarius.
See, motherfucking Cancers think they can come on pure fuckery. Cause they season coming up. They think they can come on pure fuckery and talk shit about Sagittarius. Sag Nation, baby. Sag Nation, fuck with us. You know we got it. Hey, we the dopest. We not finna go off into no astrology shit though. But just so y'all know, the littest sign is a motherfucking Sagittarius.
That's why they fucked up. That's why they
fucking
fucked up.
crybaby ass cancers. Oh, emotional ass.
We can be emotional, but we stand 10 toes down. Motherfucker,
10
what you
toes,
want?
10
What you want?
toes.
We got it.
Hey,
what you want? We got it.
Cause this motherfucker been there. She there. Roll, pull up her. And she, when I was down, bad.
We ain't gotta
talk about that. We ain't gotta talk about it, but just know this motherfucker had my back. That's love. That's motherfucking love. Get you a motherfucking Joe. Get you a Mo, cause we lit. Mo is lit.
This pure fuckery right here. Pure fuckery. Back to the
subject.
Back to the main focus. The main idea for today's topic was divorce, because we have a lot of people experiencing it. A lot of people say it's because heterosexual, homosexual, they may do this, they may do that. We not get into no statistical, mathematic issues, but I just came on just to voice my opinion because I've had the luxury of being married to a man and a woman.
Right.
I don't know too many people that have been married, but they probably have dibbled and dabbled.
Right.
But how they dibbled and dabbled moves differently than being in a full relationship with a man and a woman.
Right.
You know, I divorced a man. We couldn't get it right. We moved forward to co-parent right now to today with our daughter. And then being in a relationship with women. I will always be in a relationship with a woman because I think a woman is beautiful. No matter what.
We lit. Get you a woman. I'm fucked up, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. I'm hella fucked up. But
and then you know, we separated, divorced twice, and got married twice. That second time was the straw. She pulled the shortest end.
I was madder than the motherfucker. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Cause I was there. I took time on my day. I'm pulling up on my dogs, and I don't even have time. Don't even have time, but I was there. Fuck with it the long way, and not to take it. That ain't no disrespect at all. You know that. But I'm just saying. I was there, and then this motherfucker called me a few months later like, yeah, this shit ain't lit. We ain't working. We ain't finna do that shit. Then what?
Yep.
What? I didn't went here and witness to this shit. Was proud to be a witness. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I support you no matter what. You know that. You know
Black
that.
sisters right
you
here.
know that. I'm rocking
Black
with you.
power.
Motherfucker, right or wrong,
my dirty
up,
right
down, ends out. Like, I fucked with her the long way. And when you told me, you know what I'm saying, that shit wasn't working out, we talked about the shit on multiple occasions. Like, motherfucker, you calling me on my phone. Like, motherfucker, what? But we rapped that shit. We rapped about that shit. And, you know what I'm saying? She got through it. And I haven't seen her this happy where she is right now in a long motherfucking time.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through some shit. What Betty Wright say? In order to get something, you gotta go through something. And she did. She went through some shit. And she's happy as fuck right now with the person that she's with. Shout out to old girl. We ain't gonna say no name. Shout out to old girl. Like, thank you for holding my sis down and showing her love. And, you know, just kind of helping her pull herself out of this motherfucking funk. You know what I'm saying? To get her back to the place that she's at. So, shout out to old girl. You know who you are. We ain't gonna say no names. But, anyway.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure. What else is? What else you got to talk to?
No, that just bring you across just a timeline of somebody else line who unwind through it all. You know, like
she always trying to flow and shit, y'all.
No, just you know, divorce is very serious.
It is. Like I told y'all met my ex-husband. Y'all met my ex-husband on 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying?
And their relationship is beautiful.
Like, I
had a chance. See, I'm one of the lucky one of the chosen one, because I had a chance to grow up with a husband in his premature life, and in the mature life, I had a chance to grow with them both.
Right, because we met in high school. Yes, and so you've been there pretty much in some. On one of our lives from both ends, you've been there pretty much
as a unity
our entire lives for the most part.
And then they got them 2 beautiful boys. Like,
we love our boys. I love my babies.
It's definitely beautiful. You know,
and we for real, it ain't a show. It ain't a front. When I brought him on the podcast, there was never a front, never for the camera. That's real life. That's us, and it's mad fucking love between us. And like I said earlier, we get family members that come at us like, y'all just need to work it out. Y'all need to be together. You know what I'm saying? Like
because that's the ultimate goal, to see a family make it.
Yeah, but
to the adversary.
Motherfuckers, I had my cousin, Angel, who was on last week's episode. This motherfucker came after the camera stopped rolling. She say, her and Chris, they double team me. You know what I'm saying? And was on some, you and D need to just, and everybody always come at us like that, but they don't understand. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We make this shit look easy. It's mad love between us, but there's so much other shit between us where it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
And
we both accepted that shit. And people like, well, why not Mo? Why not Mo? And I had to break it down like, the man deserves somebody who's going to love him and respect him and treat him the way that he deserves to be treated. And I do too.
Vice versa.
Vice versa, right? And I just believe in my heart that he's going to find that person. Because I'm not her. I'm sorry. I'm not, like, I love D. Y'all know that. I got mad love for D. But I'm not the woman for him, and he's not the woman for me. That's right. Or the man for me. And I personally feel like me and D did what was expected of us when we were as kids, you know what I'm saying? Teenagers.
Premature.
Yeah, we did what was expected of us. And now that we're grown and we have our own minds and our own thought processes, like, yeah, what we have is dope. We have communication. We have respect for one another. We raise our boys. But outside of that, like, I know that what I want, what I strive for.
You guys are not on the same
we're not on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That
we think our thoughts are so, we think so much alike, but we think so differently. And yeah, opposites attract, but it's just, I'm not finna keep going. I don't have to explain shit to y'all.
So you pure
we
fuckers.
Just not. It's just not that.
This ain't that. From the pure fuckery team to you pure fuckers, just fuck off.
She said that shit. I didn't say no fuck off. We love y'all here. I appreciate y'all for all the love, the support, the likes, the follows, the comments, the shares. Well, I didn't say that.
Let me reiterate. Thank you, Mo, for having me.
Always, sis.
And it's never no disrespect to the fuckers.
Right.
The fuckers crowd. It's like at a Dukes game, we got the student section and we got our fans.
I'm hollering.
So the pure fuckery team has their fans. They got the student crowd. The student crowd goes wild. And we gonna keep bringing this magic to you, motherfuckers.
I'm hollering. Anyway. What else do you want to talk about before we shut it down?
That's really it. That's really it. Just moving along. Like, I was faced with that adversary. I had to grow in order to know what it consists of.
Right.
And letting that shit go was where it was at that moment in time.
Right.
And that's where it's at. It's resting.
It's done. It's resting. And now you are in a relationship with a dope ass chick.
Yeah.
Y'all love each other, dirty Charles.
She don't.
She don't. She got a little lady. She got a little lady.
3 G's.
3 G's. Here she goes. That's some special bat signal shit I ain't hip to. I guess this is a shout out to her lady. But yeah, like I said, they heavy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But Joe always a vibe. She get on my last motherfucking nerves, and she know that. How many times I tell you get on my motherfucking nerves?
Sis me on it. Joe,
hey, I hold no punches.
Why
you do that? If I fuck with you and you in my circle, I feel like you should be able to tell a motherfucker what it is and what it ain't. And I expect nothing but the same in return. My homegirls, my homeboys, they tell me like, Mo, you want some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? But for real, it's all love. It's all love. This my dog, my dirty. We gonna shut it down right there. Thank you guys for tuning in to Pure Fuckery, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Bay, your favorite Dr. Bay. Mm-hmm. I'm your host, Monique Gross, Dr. Monique Gross.
Yes.
This is my homegirl, Joe. Thank you for coming on to Pure Fuckery, the podcast. Thank you to my viewers, my listeners. I appreciate you all with my whole entire fucking heart. The likes, the comments, the shares. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. This is my gay pride episode.
Come on.
Thank you guys. Peace. Peace. It's all love. Bye, y'all.